So I asked for the right to speak in public forum, as I'm entitled to do, and like yourselves, I was turned down.
Advice: on balance, taking a conservative approach, we recommend that in order to preserve the integrity of the procurement process for the current Waiheke waste tender, that the request to speak at public forum at the City Development meeting be denied.
The Waiheke Community Board respectfully asks Auckland City Council to place on hold any tender negotiations regarding waste collection and transfer. We ask that Auckland City continue with the status quo, both in terms of rubbish collection, that's bags as opposed to wheelie bins, and waste transfer, that the contract remain with Clean Stream Waiheke Limited, until such time as the Establishment Board has determined what powers the Waiheke Community Board have regarding this service provision.
We just would like understanding and sensitivity and appropriate decision making, because we are surrounded by water.
I have absolutely no legal training whatsoever, but I do know natural justice when I see it, and I do not understand why we cannot debate matters of principle, in other words, the general methodology that's being used, which is what I understand the people from the island want to talk about. It's not about choosing between Company X and Company Y to deliver the service.
No, hang on. No, Councillor East.
Well, I'm asking that question because I don't understand.
Well, it's been explained already.
I don't believe it has.
Well, I believe it has.
No, we've been delivered the bottom line of what their conclusion is, but what is the rationale for that?
Mr. General Manager, please.
Well, through Mr. Chairman, that will be debated next month when you've got all the information, the tenders, and that is the basis on which the principle lies that we should debate it. When you've got the information from all parties.
It's nothing to do with choosing between...
Councillor East, that's enough from you. Councillor Casey.
Is that natural justice?
Where's the natural justice?
One of the submitters talked about inaccuracies in the report, and specifically that the 120 litres should have...
Yeah, I think that's actually been addressed in previous City Development Committee meetings.
And the final one was just with regard to special consultative procedures being required if there's any change to the waste management plan. Could you just respond to that? Is this seen as a change that would trigger that?
All the issues will come back next month when we bring the matters back before you. But we don't see any reason why the council. We believe the council have a number of options available to it, and we'll be able to decide which way it goes, consistent with our waste management strategy. Yeah, the statements made can preclude a councillor from being able to participate in the debate and the decision-making process.
Could you give an example, because I'm not clear as to what I can or can't say, and in fact it appears to me a bit of a gagging order type situation. Can you be clear of the sorts of things that shouldn't be said?
And the need for appropriate decision making has basically led me to put this forward today. And I ask that all committee members support this motion, and when the motion is taken, I'd like it to be made by division. Thank you very much.
That is a serious possibility for government and the Establishment Board so to decide from both the Royal Commission's report and the Statement of Government Policy. And I stress again that the Minister of Local Government, most of us were there, he said quite specifically that he and the government are concerned that the existing councils might make decisions that are contrary to the principles they're setting down of establishing a new...
You're repeating yourself, Councillor.
I'm summarising.
That we do have our own waste management plan, and it was developed under special consultative procedures, and it says a guiding principle specific to the Auckland, to the Hauraki Gulf Islands is that waste be dealt with on the island wherever possible. Those are the guiding principles. And for us even, again, to trash our own policy to me is it's a waste of time making it if we're just then going to trash the policy and not have any adherence at all to that policy.
When the policy states categorically that we should deal with waste on the island, or whatever the words are, it doesn't matter, why would we then ignore that and go out for tender on processing waste off the island? That's my question. I don't understand that. Given the Community Board's resolutions of September last year, way before the tender process started, totally rejecting wheelie bins. And that came to this committee. And then there was the survey of about a couple of thousand people saying no wheelie bins. So the community made it very clear almost a year ago that they wanted the waste management policy of this council to be followed. So who decided not to follow it? I'm sorry, I don't think this is a policy question. So who decided not to follow it? Because if you were following it, you would have asked for tenders, and stop me, but to process the waste on Waiheke Island, didn't you? Earlier, John, which you didn't answer, you said it will all be sorted next month. My question is, go back a bit. When was the decision made to shift our policy position? Who did it? Why didn't we consult over it before we went out to tender?
When the council agreed to go out to the tender process, as Councillor Donnelly indicated previously, it agreed that we would go out on a range of different options, so there would be significant choice available to the committee when it made its decision, and that was made by this committee. I need to check the dates, but it was sort of 4 or 5 months ago, I think, but it's in the minutes anyway.
Yep. Right, Councillor Mulholland?
Why
Councillor
did we
Mulholland.
decide to go out in a range of options when our policy is quite specific?
Councillor Mulholland? Councillor Mulholland?
Their political decision.
Could I have some order, please? Councillor Mulholland?
I'm just concerned that if I voted for this, to stop all tendering and all process, I understand that the contract for the existing operation ceases in June or July, that there would be no waste management on the island. No. You know, you wouldn't like an island full of rubbish all over the place. So I am going to vote against this and to wait the information so that I can actually know what is the best for the island.
Councillor Mulholland?
No.
Councillor Raffles? No. Councillor Batnaga?
No.
6 to 2 lost. Mr Chairman, can I just explain to those that are here, only members on the committee get to vote, so that's why some people that spoke passionately in favour of the amendment aren't registered up there.